The proposed garden bridge across the Thames continues to divide public opinion, and new details emerged today about the relationship between the Mayor, Boris Johnson, and the bridge's architect, Thomas Heatherwick. It's led to critics of the £175 million project calling the bidding process a stitch-up. Our political correspondent Carl Mercer has the story.
Ever since the contract for the Garden Bridge was won by designer Thomas Heatherwick, questions have been asked about the way the contract was awarded. They're questions the Mayor has always batted away, and pretty forcefully.
I think the political opponents of this bridge, this whole thing is a load of cobblers, and it's all political. It's political. You just cannot bear the idea that a great project is going ahead.
That is what this is all about. Mr. Mayor, that you have to work within the rules and procedures.
Today, though, the Mayor has admitted he took Mr. Heatherwick to a meeting with Apple in America 3 years ago, just 10 days before 3 firms, including Mr. Heatherwick's, were invited to tender for the project. City Hall couldn't find us anyone to interview today, but did confirm that the Mayor was indeed in San Francisco to meet Apple back in February 2013. Their statement says that Thomas Heatherwick was also in California to meet a separate commitment with Apple. It says that given that he had already expressed an interest in creating a garden bridge, the Mayor invited him to join the meeting and outline his ideas. The Mayor and his Chief of Staff, Eddie Lister, had flown to San Francisco for the meeting, their airfare topping £4,000 each. The Deputy Mayor for Transport, Isabel Dedring, also flew out. Her airfare, though, £375.
Well, Boris Johnson was desperate to avoid having to tell us that Thomas Heatherwick was with him on his trip to San Francisco. And let's remember, this is a trip that was paid for by taxpayers. Now, the reason why he was so reluctant to tell us is because he was out there drumming up funds for a project which hadn't even been signed off yet and put out to tender with a designer who later went on to win that tendering.
City Hall insists the deal was done properly and say the bridge will open in 2018. At this rate, the rows over the contract will still be going on. Carl Mercer, BBC London News.